made your mind up yet? You mean about the twins?
You don't say.
Look, if it was me and Jack, I can't let him go without saying goodbye.
We've done all that. And it was bad enough last time.
I know it won't be
Not
easy.
a big crier, but I couldn't stop blubbing. I had mascara all over me chops. Looked like him from Kiss.
All right, Zeb.
All right. Well, I'm glad I've caught you. You got a minute?
Sorry, no, not really, no. I've got some errands to do.
Okay, well, I'll come with you. Keep you company.
But you're trying to lead me astray in front of the boss. He'll dock me wages.
Well, why is she swerving me then?
Look, it's not for me to say. I'm sure she'll tell you when she's good and ready.
Give us a minute, Paul. Let me get this stuff out first. Have you seen this fancy lace for the posh lady cats?
Can't say I have. Not really my thing.
You seem a bit down. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Weird, that. My Beth had a right governor this morning. Not a usual happy self. I know something that'll cheer you up. Do you want to have a go at me balls?
Whoa, have you lost your mind?
No, not me worry balls.
You've got to be careful doing that in your pocket, mate. Looks like you're fiddling with yourself.
That's all right. Sarah,
She's out gallivanting.
She's what?
It's what Rita says for being out and about.
She's meeting a client.
Right, what Nick is he about?
Just out before.
Hey, don't you think he's got better things to do right now? Business means nothing when you've got a dying child to cope with. Trust you to turn a drama into a crisis.
It's got nothing to do with you, has it?
I suppose you're here to ransom for the extra rent.
Well, Sarah was telling Nick about that before. He wasn't best pleased.
You've got some dodgy dealings to sort out. Need access to some fast cash.
You're full of it, you are, you?
Why now?
Well, why not? Eh? I'm increasing it because I can.
Pathetic. I should give you a slap.
You know, you want to be careful. I'll double the rent. See how you like that? Yeah.
Hey, Nina, is that coffee on?
Oh, sorry, totally went out of my head. 2 minutes.
Oh, by the way, I'm loving this little guy now. Now I've got to know him. Yeah, that making new friend thing's not a bad idea.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but who am I to judge?
Certainly, who's taking your quiz on that?
Shut up.
Did Gran tell you what Jeff said on the phone?
No.
He's definitely up to something.
Well, whatever Jeff's motives are, this might actually prove to be quite useful for Yasmin. If he decides not to testify, then the CPS are going to have to review the case, and they might decide not to proceed with it.
Dibble won't be best pleased.
True.
Better suit Jeff, though. Cheers. Well, I can't see him wanting to stand up in court. He'd hate people seeing him for what he is.
Well, he likes to play the whole cheeky, chappy thing, doesn't he? Yeah. Now, a lot of people are going to be very shocked when they find out the truth about him.
I hate this. He's still running the show, still controlling everyone.
Well, if it means Yasmin gets to walk away from all this, then what does it matter?
He's so arrogant. I bet he thinks this is going to help him worm his way back in with her again. Well, he's totally deluded if he thinks she'd ever take him back. Nah. No, she's got the measure of him now.
Mum. Why'd you leg it?
Busy? You know how it is. Woman who brought this in. She goes, my car's making a weird screeching noise, and I'm like, sure it's not Mariah Carey on your sound system.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm just going to park my backside down here and wait for you to tell me what's happening. I know something's up, because Kevin told me.
I'm in his big whirly boot gob. I told him to keep it shut. Right, listen. Don't do your notes. But it's the twins. They're moving to Australia.
You what? No way. Who told you that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. The thing is, they're going.
No, we've got to stop him.
Well, it's not up to us. We don't have a say anymore.
With their blood.
It's up to their parents.
I hate it when you say that.
They've made a life with the twins. It's the day-to-day stuff that's important, Seb. Matters so much more than just biology.
Well, we've got to see them.
Oh, just leave it, Seb. Don't go start raking everything up again and again.
I'm calling social services.
Is it working yet, mate? You feeling chilled out?
Not really, no.
Billy says it resets your brain.
Well, I can't turn mine off. I'm a big thinker, me.
Yeah?
Yeah. And right now, I can't stop thinking about my corned beef.
Oh, I don't know you can eat that. It's granny food, isn't it?
Thing is, I don't think I put it back in the fridge. It's probably turned to liquid by now.
Oh, gross. Does it not just dry out?
Depends how long you leave it. Hey, do you think it'll work as a soup?
Oh.
Sarah, do not hang the phone up on me again, please, darling. Listen, you need to grow a backbone and say no. You'll keep pushing his luck until you stand up to him. Sarah! Sarah!
Shouting in the street. You do realise you sound like a complete madman?
You know whose fault this is? Gary Windass.
Oh, what's he done now?
He's put the rents up at the factory.
And?
Well, it's just typical of him, isn't it? Chucking his weight around, messing with people's lives.
He's a landlord. He can do whatever he likes.
Yeah, but why now? What's the rush? Why is he so desperate for money?
Oh, are you going somewhere fabulous?
I quite fancy a barge holiday.
Oh,
What, does that not sound like heaven to you?
no. I'm all about the glamour. Bando beach dresses and massive sunglasses. Pina colada on a sun lounger.
You've not lived till you've been on a barge holiday. I could hire a narrowboat, start off at Castlefield, head off to Yorkshire.
Oh, they do a nice pudding, but that's not enough to make a memorable holiday.
I can see us now, me and that lucky lady on the deck, watching the sunset, all romantic.
And I bet you'd have the poor woman doing all the cooking for you on a tiny stove in a confined space. Hey, turn that frown upside down.
You know what? I must have done something really bad to be cursed with a stepsister like our Tracy. Really bad.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. She's my evil stepmother. If I talk about her behind her back, I feel like she can hear me.
I'm not scared of her.
Go on then, what's she done?
Right, so Amy, she's been a bit down, right, because of all this stuff with Oliver, which is understandable, right? So she said to Tracy, can I get a new pair of trainers? Tracy said no, so Amy's come asking me for them.
And I bet you said yes, didn't you? You've got those lovely kind eyes, like a Labrador.
Well, no, I said no, actually. It's Carla that rolled over. She said, oh, yeah, you can have a pair of trainers, so that's dropped 60 quid, right? And now Tracy's having a go at us for saying that we're turning Amy into a little brat.
Well, you can't drop Carla in it. You'll have to take the blame.
No, I'm not taking the blame. Carla can have it. You know, she can deal with the fallout. I'm not.
That's right, blame the missus.
You what, mate?
Well, Tracy's right. No one likes a bratty kid.
Oh, no, Amy's not like that at
No,
all.
she's not a bratty kid.
Well, maybe not, but if people keep giving her things, then maybe she will be.
Sorry, mate, but it's not really your business, is it? We're talking about family here, so just do yourself a favour, wind your neck in. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look.
What a gardening, eh, Dad?
Yeah, Yasmin loves pansies.
Well, forget about her. She's history.
You don't fool me. I know exactly what you're doing.
Trying to make the world a brighter place, if it's all right with you.
You can make all the grand gestures you like. It's not going to make one bit of difference.
Don't start, are you?
What are you on about? How is this a grand gesture?
Look, probably best if we just...
Him. Saying that you might not testify, playing the big man.
He said what?
Why would he want to do that?
Well, I'm guessing you want to portray yourself as some sort of hero, sacrificing yourself to save her.
You've completely missed the point. Yasmin obviously has mental health issues. As her husband, I'm duty-bound to help her.
You're not serious.
I made a vow. In sickness and in health. I can't turn my back on her now.
Yeah, because she'll stab you in it.
As I said, I'm her husband. I still love her. It doesn't just stop because you're forced apart.
Listen to yourself. You're not some pair of star-crossed lovers.
Mate, he's a wind-up merchant. Don't let him get to you. Come on. Why don't you go indoors, Faye? You don't want to have to listen to this.
Carol bag.
If you've got some sad fantasies about getting Gran back, you've got no chance.
Yeah, that's enough. Leave him alone.
It's too late. She knows exactly what you are, and she hates you for it.
How many times has Imran told you, keep your trap shut, play everything by the book?
How can I? I can't believe he's still pretending to be a loving husband. Whatever happens, he's never gonna let her go, is he?
Social services have spoken to the adoptive parents and have said that we can see the twins.
I remember just before the adoption went through, the social worker, she said to me, what you're doing is a generous act. And I was like, yeah, I'm teaching my kids because I'm some sort of saint. And she said, every parent wants the best for the kids. But knowing, accepting that you can't provide that, it's brave. I think about them every day. But I have to push them thoughts away. I have to bury them so I can try and get on with my life.
Well, I didn't realise you felt like that.
Sometimes people have to stick things in boxes in their heads. Otherwise, you'd go do lally.
Yeah, I get that. I really do, but you must want to see them again. One last time.
It's not about what I want.
Well, do it for me, then.
I don't want to upset them. I don't want to make them confused.
No, they're 8 years old, OK? They understand more now. Just imagine what they'll think when they look back. Our mum let us go to Australia and couldn't even say goodbye. They'll think that you never cared at all.
You can't just drop it, Dad. She tried to kill you. If things had been different, you'd have been 6 feet under by now.
Well, luckily, I'm a lot tougher than I look. Whatever you may think about Yasmin, she's not a bad person.
She's terrible.
I may not have the power to drop the case, but I am not going to be the one sending her to prison.
Look, this is mad. What's made you change your mind?
I had a lot of time to think, stuck in that hospital. And since I came out, I've been on my own a lot. Now, I'm no doctor, but like I said, I've come to the conclusion that Yasmin is not right in the head.
Well, that's not your problem.
We cannot abandon the ones we love because things get a bit tough, can we?
All right, so if it does work out and she does get away with it, you wouldn't really take her back, would you? Share a house with her and all that caboodle. That'd be a massive risk.
She's my wife and I love her. It's as simple as that. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before I get her back home. She needs to be with me, back where she belongs.
Hey, Adam! Adam, wait up. I need to have a word. Sorry, mate, no can do. I come in here to get away from everybody. A bit of peace and quiet.
You do know that this is a cafe, right?
You know what you need?
What's that?
An invisibility cloak.
Nah, don't think you'd like that. Too much of a poser.
True.
How'd you know I was coming in? You got me tagged or something?
No. I can just smell your aftershave from 200 metres. You know, you must get through a bottle of that in a week.
Well, it beats the smell of stinking nappies.
Speaking of which, how do you fancy looking after Bertie for me this afternoon?
I'm sorry, mate. I've got too much on.
But isn't that the point of being the boss, that you can skive now and work later?
I'm under the cosh, especially with Leanne being on leave for the foreseeable.
Oh, no, it's fine, I understand.
You got plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and meet some uni mates. It's the only thing keeping me sane at the minute.
Sorry.
Imran told me the latest about Jeff.
I was so shocked when I heard.
Did Jeff not mention any of this when he spoke to you?
No, it was a bad line.
I could hardly hear him. I'd be so relieved if I don't have to go to trial.
I've been worried sick. Everyone picking over the bones of my life.
I know.
I just want this whole sorry situation over and done with.
I don't blame you.
It's really made me think.
Maybe he's genuinely trying to forgive me.
What?
Well, doesn't this prove?
That he really is sorry for his part in all of this.
For goodness sake, Gran. All it proves is that he hasn't changed. He's still
Manipulating you.
I don't know.
He can't stand the fact that he can't control you anymore.
This is his way of dragging you back in.
Please, please promise me, when you get released, you won't take him back, will you?
Will you?
There is no point in discussing this now. There's a long way to go before I get out. I just want to go home.
Get everything back to normal.
You were out of order before, Scott, sticking your nose in like that. You know, family business is private and all that.
You were chatting in front of the punters in a pub. How's that private?
The fact remains you shouldn't be interfering in things that don't concern you.
I was just surprised, that's all.
Surprised about what?
Like I said, the way you dropped your missus in it.
You're talking rubbish.
Then again, from what I've seen, you're not really one to stick your neck out for her, are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I've always got Carla's back.
Not enough to get your hands dirty, though, eh? Talk is cheap, mate.
What do you mean?
You didn't even bother to sort out them idiots who were threatening your missus.
Just hold on a second.
Apparently, someone else had to do it. What's the face for? They were smackheads. From what I've heard, they had it coming.
Have you sorted out that stuff for Gary?
No, not yet. I've had 1 or 2 other things to do first.
You got all that history, why don't you just use it?
Yeah, I've got a lot of history with him and most of it's bad.
Okay, I just don't have the headspace for this, Sarah. Please sort it out.
Right, it's okay. Fine. Sorted.
Sorry, bad time.
Is there ever a good time?
Listen, how are things going with the little one?
The same, really.
I'm really sorry. If there's anything I can
Yeah, okay, thanks. What can I do for you?
You've not seen me balls, have you?
Balls? Seriously?
Is that a trick question?
I take my eye off them for 1 minute and they're gone. It's like they've got a life of their own.
That's an image I didn't want in my head.
Explain yourself, Kirky. You're knocking him sick.
Oh, here they are. Come to Daddy.
I do miss you, Kirk Sutherland. Come on, Kirky.
So, you were saying?
Oh, yeah. Do you have Joe LaFoe's number? I seem to have deleted it.
Yeah, I'm sure I can dig it out.
Don't worry, I'm not setting up a rival factory or out. You know, you'll still be king of the knickers.
That's good to know, isn't it?
Yeah. Just feel a bit bored, you know? Must be more to life than pulling pints. I'm ready to roll my sleeves up, get stuck in.
Well, I might be able to help you with that.
I didn't drop you in it, did I? Only Seb was worried, so...
Don't stress about it. I'd have had to tell him sooner or later.
How did he take it?
He phoned social services and it's all okay. We're going in an hour or so to say toodle pip.
Yeah, well, you'd only regret it if you didn't.
Just enough time to get a can down my neck, a bit of Dutch courage.
You can knock that idea straight on the head.
Spoil sport. Surely one won't do any harm.
Hey, one whiff of alcohol and it'll be game over.
I know. I was only joking.
Yeah, were you, though? Never know, were you?
I know people judge me, they can't help themselves. But you do and all, don't you? Your dad walking away. That's 10 a penny, but... And Mum... Well, that goes against nature, doesn't it? It's 100 times worse.
Abby, you added stuff. You did your best.
It wasn't good enough, though, was it? I can't get rid of the shame. I mean, what sort of mother can't even look after her own kids?
Abby, don't do this to yourself.
I know I need to get a grip. But what I've done will haunt me forever. I gave him such a bad start in life.
But they're happy now. That's the main thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and their adoptive parents must think so. Otherwise, they wouldn't have agreed.
And I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. And we'll get, what's it, won't we? Closure.
Boo. Oh, finally! Where did you go for that coffee, Brazil?
Hey?
Oh, I thought you were Dad. I'm just popping to the shops for half an hour, he said. Actually, Adam, why are
I'm
you
not
here?
stopping, I'm just collecting this. The boy Wonder's already tried to dump him on me today.
Yeah, Dad cops for it every single time. The problem is, he never says no.
I know, but there's method in this madness. He wants Daniel to hang out with his friends again, doesn't he?
Probably hoping they'll drag him back to university.
Might do him good, learning again, getting out there, living a bit.
Living a bit? Sitting in some sort of dingy classroom, listening to people drone on about writers that carked it years ago. Oh, yeah, life in the fast lane.
Grandad would love it. You know how he feels about education.
Well, personally, I think education is a waste of time.
University of life, that's all he needs. Never did you any harm, did it? See you later.
See ya. And boo.
They'll remember us, won't they?
Of course, yeah. I hope they're happy, you know. Just imagine that. Just going off to a new life.
Well, that sounded like it came from the heart.
What?
Bet you wish I'd given you up and all things might have been a lot better.
Mum, stop it.
I'm not sure this is such a good idea.
It's not all about you, you know.
Sorry, I don't think I can do it.
If you've been affected by issues raised by tonight's episode, you can go to itv.com/advice for support information.